Hello, everyone. As you may or may not know, the Lutheran Church has not been, for many years, friends to the Jewish people. We have a great sin in this. Luther was not so happy with the Jews of his time. He was very much anti-Semitic, and it is deplorable, and we should definitely call out that sin of his. It was wrong, and it was against everything that he taught. And we need to recognize that it was wrong, and that his anti-Semitism was wrong. And we also have to recognize that Hitler used some of Luther's writings to justify what he did in Germany in World War II. And we have to own that. So in order to own that, the ELCA in 1994, in their first steps to reconciling the wrongs of Luther's teachings and our part in not really addressing the issues of his writings before it was too late, sent out this declaration as a first step. And it reads, there's a link to it in the description if you'd like to follow along. And it reads, the Church Council of the Evangelical Lutheran Church in America on April 18th, 1994, adopted the following document as a statement on Lutheran-Jewish relations. In the long history of Christianity, there exists no more tragic development than the treatment accorded the Jewish people on the part of Christian believers. Very few Christian communities of faith were able to escape the contagion of anti-Judaism and its modern successor, anti-Semitism. Lutherans belonging to the Lutheran World Federation and the Evangelical Lutheran Church in America feel a special burden in this regard because of certain elements in the legacy of the reformer Martin Luther and the catastrophes, including the Holocaust of the 20th century, suffered by Jews in places where the Lutheran churches were strongly represented. The Lutheran communion of faith is linked by name and heritage to the memory of Martin Luther, teacher and reformer. Honoring his name and our own, we recall his bold stand for truth, his earthy and sublime words of wisdom, and above all his witness to God's saving word. Luther proclaimed the gospel for people as we really are, bidding us to trust a grace sufficient to reach our deepest shames and address the most tragic truths. In the spirit of that truth-telling, we who bear his name and heritage must, with pain, acknowledge also Luther's anti-Judaic diatribes and the violent recommendations of his later writings against the Jews. As did many of Luther's own companions in the 16th century, we reject this violent invective, and yet more do we express our deep and abiding sorrow over its tragic effects on subsequent generations. In concert with the Lutheran World Federation, we particularly deplore the appropriation of Luther's words by modern anti-Semites for the teaching of hatred toward Judaism or toward the Jewish people in our day. Grieving the complicity of our own tradition within the history of hatred, moreover, we express our urgent desire to live out our faith in Jesus Christ with love and respect for the Jewish people. We recognize in anti-Semitism a contradiction and an affront to the gospel, a violation of our hope and calling, and we pledge this church to oppose the deadly working of such bigotry, both within our own circles and in the society around us. Finally, we pray for the continued blessing of the Blessed One upon the increasing cooperation and understanding between Lutheran Christians and the Jewish community. Have a good day, everyone. God bless. Bye.